Have you ever wondered if your pet knows it is your pet, or if it thinks you are its pet? When your dog jumps on the couch like it owns the house, does it know it is the animal in the family? When your cat stares at you from across the room, does it understand that it lives with humans? When a parrot screams your name until you walk over, does it know it is part of your home? Or, in its mind, are you just a strange, hairless creature that opens doors, brings food, and somehow obeys meows? The truth is, animals probably do not understand the word pet the way we do. A dog does not think, I am a legally owned companion animal. A cat does not think, I am an adopted member of a human household. And a parrot is probably not sitting there wondering about veterinary insurance. But that does not mean they understand nothing. Maybe the real question is not whether animals know they are pets. The better question is whether they know they have a special place in our world. Because to us, being a pet means a lot of human things. A name, a bed, a food bowl, a favorite toy, a vet, a family, a birthday photo, and maybe even a ridiculous little sweater. But to an animal, it may be much simpler. This human feeds me. This place is safe. This voice means attention. This sound means food. This door leads outside. This couch smells like my people. This person always comes back. We think in words like pet, owner, family, and home. Animals may think in patterns, smells, sounds, routines, and relationships. We think in ownership. They may think in belonging. Let's start with dogs. Dogs may be the animals that come closest to understanding their role in a human home. Not because they know they are pets, but because they are incredibly good at living with humans. A dog can learn the sound of your footsteps. It can notice when you pick up your keys. It can tell the difference between you walking to the kitchen and you walking toward the front door. It knows the sound of the treat bag, the food bowl, the leash, and maybe even the exact drawer where the good snacks live. To a dog, your house is not just a house. It is a giant system of clues. The leash means a walk. The keys mean someone might leave. The bowl means dinner. The couch means closeness. Your bed smells like safety. Your voice can mean play, comfort, warning, or please stop eating that thing you found under the table. Dogs have spent thousands of years living beside humans. Over time, they became very good at reading us. They watch our faces, listen to our voices, follow our gestures, and notice when our mood changes. A dog may not understand your job, your phone, or your schedule, but it may understand the tiny habits you repeat every day. And that matters. A dog does not need to understand the word owner to know that one person in the house is the safe person, the one who feeds it, protects it, comes back, the one it runs to when something feels wrong. A dog may not know the word pet, but it may know exactly who makes the world feel safe. That is why dogs often get so excited when you come home. To you, it may just be the end of a normal day. To your dog, it is the return of one of the most important creatures in its world. You disappeared, and then you came back. Again. Somehow, this miracle happens every day. And here is where it gets stranger. Dogs do not just learn what humans do, they learn what they can make humans do. A dog looks at the door, then looks at you, then looks back at the door. It does not speak English, but somehow the message is perfectly clear. Open it. A dog drops a toy near your foot. It has not written a formal invitation to play, but you understand. A dog sits, and food appears. It tilts its head, and humans make strange emotional noises. It looks sad near the dinner table, and sometimes, somehow, a tiny piece of chicken falls from the sky. You may think you trained your dog, but your dog has also been studying you. It learns which face gets attention, which bark gets a response, which person is most likely to share food. In some homes, the dog may not know it is the pet. It may simply think it is a small manager of large, trainable mammals. Dogs may also notice when their special connection is threatened. Some dogs act differently when their human gives attention to another animal. They push between you and the rival. They touch you. They whine. They suddenly decide this is the perfect time to climb into your lap, even if they are not lap-sized. Maybe the dog is not thinking, I am the official pet of this house. It may be thinking something simpler. That human is mine. But we have to be careful. Not everything that looks human in animals is actually human. When a dog makes the famous guilty face, it is tempting to think it knows exactly what it did wrong. The head goes down. The eyes get wide. The body gets small. There is a destroyed pillow behind it. The case seems closed. But the dog may not be thinking, I have broken a moral rule and now I feel shame. It may be thinking, my human is angry and I need to calm this situation down. That does not make dogs stupid. It just means they are not tiny humans in fur coats. They may understand us deeply, but not always in the way we imagine. Cats are different. A dog may run to the door like your return is a national holiday. A cat may hear you call its name, move one ear, and continue staring at a wall. This has made many people think cats do not care about humans. But cats are more complicated than that. A cat may not respond like a dog, but it can still know who you are. Cats can recognize familiar voices. Many cats can recognize their own names. Some even seem to know the names of other cats in the home. They just have a very cat-like way of using this information. When you call a dog, the dog may think, my beloved human needs me. When you call a cat, the cat may think, yes, I heard that. I will now decide if this is worth my time. And maybe that is the most cat answer possible. Cats also communicate with humans in a special way. Adult cats do not usually meow at each other the way they meow at us. A lot of meowing seems to be aimed at humans, which means your cat may have developed a small domestic language just to get your attention. A cat may not know it is a pet, but it knows humans respond to sounds. It knows which meow brings food, which meow opens a door, which meow makes someone look up from a laptop and say, what do you want? To your cat, you may not be an owner. You may be a large, familiar, useful creature that can be trained with enough patience. But cats are not only using us. Many form real bonds with humans. They sleep near us, follow us from room to room, rub against us, blink slowly, or choose to sit nearby even when they do not seem to need anything. A cat may seem independent, but that does not mean it has no emotional map of the house. It may know which person is gentle, which person is loud, which lap is safe, which room feels calm, which routine means food, which suitcase means something is about to change. So maybe your cat does not think, I am a pet. Maybe it thinks, these are my humans, this is my territory, and this door should never be closed. To us, a house is a house. To a pet, it may be something completely different. For a dog, the house might be a map of smells and promises. The front door is adventure. The leash is joy. The kitchen is possibility. The sofa is closeness. The bed carries the strongest smell of the people it loves. The sound of your car outside may mean the world is about to become exciting again. For a cat, the house is territory. The window is a television for birds. The food bowl is sacred. The litter box is privacy. A cardboard box is a palace. A closed door is not just a door. It is an insult to the natural order of the universe. For a parrot, the house may be a world of voices. Certain words make humans laugh. Certain sounds make them come closer. Certain people are fun. Certain people are boring. Certain people bring food, and those people are obviously important. The pet may not know it is a pet, but it knows how to navigate the life of a pet. And this does not stop with dogs and cats. Think about horses. A horse is not usually sitting on your couch watching you eat cereal, but it can still form strong relationships with humans. Horses are prey animals. Their survival depends on reading movement, posture, tension, and confidence. To a horse, a human is confusing. We have forward-facing eyes like predators. We walk directly toward things like predators. We reach out with our hands, which is probably weird, but we also bring food, grooming, calm voices, and care. Over time, a horse can learn that a specific human is safe. It can notice when a person is nervous. It can respond differently to a calm handler and a tense one. So a horse may not think, "This is my owner." It may think, "This human is predictable. This human is safe. I can relax near this one." That may be closer to what pet means in an animal mind. Not ownership, safety. Even goats can surprise us. Many people do not imagine goats reading human faces, but they can pay attention to our expressions. A goat may not know anything about being a pet, but it can still learn which humans are friendly and which ones are not. And pigs make the question even stranger. Pigs are intelligent, social, and curious. In one home, a pig may be treated like family. In another place, a pig may be treated like livestock. But what changes in the animal's mind when humans change the label? Probably not the word. The pig does not know it has moved from one human category to another, but it may know whether people bring fear or comfort, whether hands mean danger or food, whether a place feels stressful or safe. Maybe pet is our category, but safe human and dangerous human are categories many animals can understand. Birds may make the question even stranger. Parrots can live inside human homes and interact with people in a very direct way. They hear our voices. They repeat our words. Some learn that one sound can make a human laugh, turn around, give food, or walk across the room. A parrot may not know it is a pet, but it may know exactly which word controls the giant. Some parrots form intense bonds with humans. A human may become a flock member, a partner, a rival, or simply the most interesting creature nearby. Because parrots are social and vocal, their version of being a pet may feel very different from a dog's or a cat's. A dog may follow your body. A cat may study your routine. A parrot may study your voice. So do pets understand the rules? Yes, but probably not like humans do. A dog can learn not to jump on the couch. A cat can learn it is not supposed to climb on the table. A parrot can learn which sounds make people annoyed, but that does not mean they understand rules as moral laws. A dog waiting until you leave the room before stealing food may not be thinking, "Theft is wrong," unless there are no witnesses. It may be thinking, "When the human sees me do this, bad things happen. When the human does not see me, sandwiches happen." That is still smart. It is just not human. Pets learn consequences. They learn routines. They learn attention. They learn which actions change the behavior of the creatures around them. And here's the funny part. Domestic life is not a one-way relationship. Humans train pets, but pets also train humans. A dog stares at you until you share a snack. A cat meows at 5 a.m. until someone gets up. A parrot screams a word until the room reacts. A horse learns which humans are confident and which ones can be gently pushed around. A goat learns which person is most likely to bring treats. Maybe your pet does not know it is a pet. Maybe it thinks you are the trained one. And honestly, in many homes, it has a point. So, do animals actually know they are pets? Probably not in the human way. They do not understand adoption papers, legal ownership, family photos, or why humans buy tiny costumes for animals who clearly did not ask for them. They probably do not think, I am a pet, and this is my owner. But they may understand many parts of what being a pet feels like. They know who feeds them, who protects them, who returns, which voices are safe, which hands are gentle, which sounds matter, which places feel like home, which creatures belong to their world. They may not understand the word pet, but they understand the life around that word. A dog may know you are its safe place. A cat may know you are part of its territory and routine. A horse may know you are a calm presence. A parrot may know your voice is part of its flock. A goat or pig may know whether humans mean fear or comfort. So maybe the answer is not yes or no. Animals may not know they are pets, but they know who belongs to their world. They know who arrives, who leaves, who feeds, who ignores, who protects, who scares them, who plays, who returns. And maybe to them, that matters more than any human word. We ask if animals know they are our pets, but maybe the more interesting question is whether they know we are their humans. Because every day, with every meal, every touch, every voice, every habit, and every small routine, we teach them what kind of creature we are. And in the end, that may be what they understand best.